Alright, in this video we're going to go over using anchor nuts instead of rivets for putting this cover on your elevator. Inside you're going to have a servo that controls the trim tab, and if in the future you need to get access and you rivet this as the plans call for, then you're going to have to drill out those rivets to get access. I saw Mark on Kit Plane Enthusiast channel add these anchor nuts. Sometimes I think people call them nut plates, but on aircraft spruces site they call them anchor nuts. And we'll be riveting these in on the underside, allowing us to use the screw through the plate and attaching it that way, so in the future when we want to get access to that servo we can just take out the screws. I don't think it's going to add much weight, and I like the ability to get in there and take it off. So to drill these holes I'm using a number 8 screw, stainless steel, and the hole for the stainless steel screw is an 11/64 hole. So that's these larger holes. And it's a number 40 drill bit for the rivet holes. So take the anchor plate and I take to get these holes drilled, to come from the underside with the screw, stick it through the hole, and thread on the anchor plate a little bit. Then I just by eye get that looking like it's pretty even, the two holes with the edge. Hold it down tight with my finger. Take the number 40 drill bit and drill the first hole. Alright, now you can cleco that first hole. I'm going to grab a cleco. 1 second here. Now that first hole is clecoed, we can drill the second hole and get that through. Alright, so now we have both holes drilled. Make sure you don't drop the screw into your elevator, otherwise you're going to have to fish it out. On these corners, the reason I went with the number 8 screw was at the number 8 size, they have an anchor nut that they call a corner anchor nut, which is this one right here. I thought these were going to be at about a 90-degree angle, but if I put this over the hole, hopefully you can see this on the camera, the rivet holes are going to be really close to the edge, and I didn't like that. But I didn't want to put the anchor nut going forward and backwards like this, as when you put the cover on, the end of the rivet would be sticking out, exposed from the cover. So what I did is I went diagonal with the anchor nut when drilling the holes, and if I put the cover on, you can see that none of the rivets, flush rivets, are going to be exposed. So I like that. So diagonal on the corners, and that way your rivets won't be exposed. So the way to get a flush rivet on here is to use a rivet squeezer, which I picked up had shipped from Aircraft Spruce, and then you're going to use dimple dies. This is a 3/32 rivet, so it's a 3/32 dimple die in there. So I'm going to just do one of these to show you. If I come and stick the dimple die into the hole and then squeeze it, we get a nice dimpled hole. Now I can take a rivet and drop it in the hole just so you can see that it's going to be flush. You can get these anchor nuts that are pre-dimpled. I want to say it's like 50 cents for a non-dimpled one and $1 for a dimpled one. But you can dimple it with a dimple die and squeezer yourself and just dimple. The anchor plate. And now if I was to put this on that rivet, hold it up, it's still flush. So if you're going to get the dimpling tool, you can save 50 cents on every anchor plate by dimpling it yourself. The dimple die set that I picked this up from Northern Tools. So it's got 4 different sizes of dimple dies. And then it also has for non-flush rivets a set, and then for flush rivets they have a flat set of squeezers that I'll be using when I do the squeezing the rivets in. When I did these holes here at 11/64, what I did is I clecoed the outer 4 holes, then I drilled in these 4 holes. Then I took 2 corners out and drilled those and only had 2 clecos in. Then I removed the clecos, and since there was no way to hold this to drill both holes and they already have a pilot hole, I just held it and drilled in the 2 corners and then drilled in the 2 corners in the skin. So that will get everything lined up. Once these rivets are squeezed in with the anchor plates, it'll be all good to mount this. I am going to be using a washer, stainless steel washer, beneath the head. That will basically go anchor plate, skin, cover, washer, stainless steel screw. And that's how that's going to go. I'm going to take the camera over to my whiteboard here and show you the part numbers for everything that I ordered so that you can order this for yourself if you want. The stuff from Aircraft Spruce is under Aircraft Spruce. The dimple die squeezer set I got from Northern Tools. I think that was about $90. And that's the item number from Northern Tools if you want to order that from them. So that'll get you going for the parts, make it easy for you to order everything and be ready to go. This is about how you figure out the rivet size. Now I measured the skin with a Harbor Freight caliper, digital caliper, and I don't know how accurate that one is. I've ordered a better quality one off of Amazon, and when it arrives I might remeasure some of the stuff, but this gets you in the ballpark. So basically you take the skin size, the anchor nut thickness, and then the diameter of the rivet times 1.5. And then you take those 3 measurements and you add them together, and I got 0.184. And a 3/16 rivet is 0.1875. So this is the size rivet that you want to use. And they make 2 different kinds of rivets that you'll see of aluminum. One is denoted with an A. This actually needs to have a D behind it, AD. I'll mark that in so you don't get the wrong one. And it's the hardness of the rivet. And after reading on Kit Planes magazine, it said to use the AD rivets most of the time. So that's what I'm suggesting you get, is the AD rivet. There's a parts list again. Figuring out 2 items you're going to be joining, 1.5 times the diameter of the rivet. Shows you about what size rivet you should get. In this case, it came to 3/16. Just a reminder, If you're going to go with the number 8 machine screw, it's going to be an 11/64 hole that you're drilling for that size. Hopefully this helps you order the stuff if you want to do the same thing. And good luck. Like and subscribe if you can.